Hi everyone, I hope you've all had a wonderful week. I can't believe we're at the end of March already. In this week's report, we'll look at the lake levels. Steve Williamson shares a wonderful photo he took of Norm Johansson, who sadly passed away recently. We'll see if the fish are biting. Pete Wilson has a wonderful pick for us this week. There's the weather, pick of the week, and this week's fishing meme. Okay, let's start. Here's the report for the week ending 30th of March 2025. Looking at the lake levels, and not a lot of change this week, apart from Lake Yucumbene, which did fall again almost 0.5%. The lake now 13% lower than it was last year. Tantangra Dam remains steady at 11.4%, and Jindabyne fell slightly, down 0.1%. Let's hope the widespread and soaking rain that fell across the catchments yesterday have a positive effect on the lake levels for next week. Local fishing expert Steve Williamson posted this lovely photo he took of Norm Johansson, who sadly passed away recently. Norm spent most of his life in the Snowy Mountains, and many listening to this will have met Norm at Braemar Bay Holiday Park. Norm was an amazing man who had time for everyone, and he will be missed by all who knew and cared for him. Rest in peace, Norm. With the warm water temperatures continuing, fishing has once again been very tough this week. Lake Yucumbene regular Ian Myers reported that he'd been fly fishing for 4 days this week and only landed 5 fish. Ian went on to say it's been the toughest fishing he's experienced at the lake since he started fishing it back in 1974. Regular contributor Reno was back at the lake this week and took another water temperature reading for us. 21.8 degrees this week, up from 21.7 degrees last week. Thanks for letting us all know, Reno. The coming week's cooler weather should help drop these temperatures sharply. More on the weather later in the report. Having a wonderful time at the lake recently were Anglers Reach locals Tiny and Julie Egan and good friends Jackie and Dan Hewitt. Judging by the photos Tiny posted, it looks like the group had a ball. I bet many a tall tale was told and lots of drink were drunk by the fire. I would have loved to have joined you, mate. The best part of the day being Jackie catching her very first fish ever. Although there was no need to call the Guinness Book of Records to record a monster fish, Jackie was rightfully chuffed. Well done, Jackie. I hope you're now hooked on fishing at Lake Yucumbene. Also getting amongst the fish this week was David Howarth. David caught this lovely brown and said he'll turn it into a tasty dip. Don't forget to share with us, Dave. Well-known Lake Yucumbene identity, Yuki Burt, who's been going to Braemar Bay for 60 years, celebrated by catching this healthy brown on worms at Jocks. Great catch, Bert, and here's to many more visits to your favourite lake. Tiny Egan was left crying into his JD during the week as he watched a trophy trout gently swimming away into the sunset. Looks like the leader wasn't playing nice, Tiny. Better luck next time, mate. Don't forget, if you go fishing, please let us know by posting pics or reports to our Lake Yucumbene Facebook group, and I'll let others know in a future report. Regular contributor to our Lake Yucumbene Facebook group, Dave Wescombe, has a new batch of BF lures for sale. These are handmade, and apparently the trout love them. Dave is selling these for $13.95 each plus postage. If you're interested in getting yourself one, please contact Dave on 0412 335 744. Pete took a well-deserved mini break this week and headed west. Never one to give up on a photo opportunity, Pete took this beauty from the plane. It shows a very low Tantangra Dam in the foreground, the pic also clearly showing the Snowy 2.0 works. In the centre of the pic you can see part of Lake Yucumbene. To the right there's Providence Portal, and to the left Anglers Reach. What an amazing capture, Pete. If you like this pic, check out Pete's other work at Australian High Country Photography. It's great. The recent dry spell across the mountains came to an abrupt end yesterday, with beautiful, steady rain falling just about everywhere. Good mate Tiny Egan recorded 25mm in his gauge at Anglers Reach. A much cooler week ahead for Lake Yucumbene, with days ranging from 19 degrees on Thursday to a cooler 13 degrees on Monday. Nights will also be noticeably cooler this week, dropping to around 5 degrees on Thursday morning. Up to 10 millimetres of rain is forecast over the next 7 days. Let's hope the cooler weather does drop the water temperatures and brings the fish on. After scoring pick of the week for 3 weeks in a row, Reno lost the top spot this week to Ian Myers and this stunning sunset pick taken on Friday night at Yens Bay. Ian said while the fish weren't biting, just being there to witness this was priceless. It certainly is an amazing place, Ian, and thanks for posting. Don't forget, if you've taken a great shot around Yukonbean or region, post it to the Lake Yukonbean Facebook group and you might just see it here in a future report. This week's fishing meme is a beauty. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just go fishing, even if you only catch some peace of mind. Unfortunately, my recent fishing form would suggest I can catch plenty of peace of mind and very few fish. Well, that's it for this week. Hope you found the report useful. As always, happy to receive any feedback or suggestions. And don't forget, if you're looking for more information on all things Lake Yukonbean, don't forget to visit our website, lakeyukonbean.com. You can find us on Facebook, simply search Lake Yukonbean. We're on Instagram at Spirits in the Snowies, and obviously we're on YouTube at Spirits in the Snowies. And please don't forget to subscribe, and you'll get notified whenever I upload new videos. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe and tight lines. Bye for now.